Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then with bout number 1 of our evening, brought to you by VIP Boxing. This is a super welterweight contest. We are scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of boxing. Timekeeper ringside is Phil Morris from Liverpool, and upon the sound of the bell, the third man in the ring is our scoring referee, introducing Darren Sargison from Manchester. Firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, on the scales officially at 10 stone 2 pounds. 6 victories, 3 finishing inside the scheduled distance. This evening wearing the black shorts trimmed with white, from Reading, Berkshire, introducing Ibrar Smoking Riyaz. And across the ring stands his undefeated opponent, scaling at 10 stone 10 ounces. 4 fights, 4 victories, 1 finishing inside the scheduled distance. This evening he's wearing the white shorts trimmed with black and gold, and boxes this evening in his home city of Liverpool, introducing the undefeated Tom McGuinness. Referee Darren Sargison now with his final instructions to both boxers.
So it's out, round 1.
Welcome to the BT Convention Centre here at Liverpool, adjoining Liverpool's Echo Arena for a night of VIP Boxing live on www.vipboxing.tv and the Facebook page. Big card here tonight, we've got 12 fights, lots of debutants, some established names, something for everybody. And starting it off, we've got Tom McGuinness fighting Ibrar Riyaz, light welterweight, kicking off a 12-fight card. Alongside we've got the voice of VIP Boxing, Luke Madeira, and jumping in for the first fight, we're going to have loads of different guest hosts tonight. Freelance Foz, Elliot Foster.
How are you, John?
Yeah, good. Good, Foz, good. Good.
And you, Luke?
Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad.
You're our secret tonight, Foz, you know, the insider on the Liverpool boxing scene. Tell us about people at home watching this, Tom McGuinness, 4-0, 1 knockout so far.
Yeah, he's only 22. Trains out in No Limits, but he's been out the ring since last August. He was last in action at Prenton Park on the undercard of Sean Dodd's victory against Antonio Horvatic before the famous victory over.
Well, he's making a big impact here, Foz, just while you're whittering on. You know, he's landed a few good straight right hands. He's made his mark early on Ibrar.
He has, and Ibrar's somebody that very rarely gets stopped.
Got nice long arm, doesn't he, Luke? You know, like whipping sort of punches, but certainly a lot of sting in them tonight by the looks of it.
Yeah, last time out he looked like he'd improved a lot, and it's a shame he's not been in the ring for quite a while now, but it doesn't look like it's affected him. He started where he left off last time.
It'd be good to see Tom get a win here tonight and then stay active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's fought in bursts, hasn't he? I remember he made his debut and fought again, I think it was a week afterwards, and then a little bit of time off, and then he fought twice in a couple of months last year. But we don't normally see the woos from Ibrar until 3rd or 4th round, but Tom's drawn them straight away, hasn't he, tonight?
Yeah, it came off that left hook to the body, didn't he? Really dug that in under Ibrar's guard. There he is again.
Good crowd expected here tonight at the BT Convention Centre. Liverpool's been crying out for a venue like this since the Olympia died a death, and it's a cracking venue, this, isn't it? Good ticket sales tonight, good ticket sales for a show in a couple of weeks as well. It looks like it's starting to pick up some steam, the convention centre.
It is, but you can never, in my opinion, the Olympia is the best venue in the city, and sadly, it's gone now, like you say, John. But you know, we move on. We move with the times, and the convention centre is great for shows exactly like this.
Nice little nod there from Ibrar at the end of that first round. I think Tom McGuinness really dominated there, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a fantastic first round, that, from Tom McGuinness, and Ibrar kind of went into his shell a little bit, and we don't normally see that so early on from him. Just got to keep that up now for the next 3 rounds.
That's a key, isn't it? These young fights, they can start off like a whirlwind, make the mark, and then just sort of run out of ideas, run out of steam as the fight goes on. Be interesting to see if McGuinness can just keep it up. Let's have a run through who we've got joining us on commentary tonight. So we're going to have Jazza Dickens, Sean Masher Dodd,
Corners, 10
Paul
seconds.
Edwards, Chris Walker,
Derry Matthews is going to do a bit
Derry
as well,
Matthews.
I believe.
So send your questions in.
Seconds out.
Hashtag VIP
Round
Boxing
2.
Live. Any questions, comments, anything you want to know?
Matty Fagan's going to do a
Matty
turn for us
Fagan.
a bit later on, I believe, yeah.
I think Matty Fagan's going to do the Tom Farrell fight, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Just McGuinness is just trying to keep the fight exactly at his range, isn't he? You know, he's trying to catch Ibrar right on the end of his punch. He's just stepping back out to just keep him at arm's length all the time, not getting too drawn in.
Yeah, and he's doing a pretty good job of it so far. Ibrar's not really had the chance to land much. Just like you say, the way McGuinness is boxing in there. And it's exactly how you need to do it against someone like Ibrar. He's a lot smaller than Tom.
Punching well in combination there, put a nice little uppercut in. Left hook to the body's working well tonight. And voice, you can hear in the background there, Steve Wood telling us that Masher's going to be commentating on Sean Cairns later on, so lots of Masher fans out there. We're expecting that at around 9:20, 9:25. Just pawing that jab away at stomach level, isn't he, Tom? You know, Ibrar could just feint that and come up with a left hook. It might cause a couple of problems, but I suppose that's a problem for further up the levels. I've not noticed Tom go to body as much as this. I wonder if this is something he's been working on the last 6 months while he's been in the gym.
Yeah, I think he must be setting it up nicely as well, and every time he does go to the body, it's landing. Started throwing that left hook to the body at the end of the first round, and he's carried it through to the second.
Foz, do you want to give people a rundown of what we've got coming up?
So next up, we've got Jay Farrell. Jay's been out of the ring for quite a while, actually. Jay was supposed to box on the Prenton Park undercard, but through one complication or another, that didn't happen. So Jay's been out for a while. He's in against Ivo Zednicek. And then we've got Danny Roberts from the Isle of Man making his debut, in against Bolton's Chris Jenkinson. Nathan Quarles from the Solly makes his debut. Then there's an intriguing little battle a little bit further down the bill between two local debutants, as Mike Gerard takes on Gary Austin.
Yeah, that just grabs your attention, that one, doesn't it? Two debutants. I know Mike Gerard, quite an accomplished amateur, but I would imagine that we're expecting a good crowd. I'd imagine they've responsible for quite a number of ticket sales tonight.
Well, you would imagine so, and given the sort of like pull that fight has had in terms of capturing the attention of the paying public, you would think that was the case.
Yeah, and then further down we've got a
Corners, 10 seconds.
bit of a standout, Nathan Quarles, the first professional fight from Masoli, isn't he?
Yeah.
Very famous family,
Seconds
the Quarles
out.
family in these sort of areas.
Round 3.
Interesting to see how Nathan looks. Marcel Braithwaite's first fight with No Limits Gym. Lloyd Campbell, the Viking, tough test against William Warburton. And then Tom Farrell headlining the bill later on. But super lightweight, rebinding from the O'Hara Davis fight. So something for everybody tonight.
Tom looking really good here, isn't he?
Really leaning over, isn't he, to the side to get some torque on that left hook to the body.
Yeah. I know we've not seen him for a while, but is it fair to say that this is his best performance to date, up to now?
God, I can't remember, Foz. It's that long since I've seen him. But yeah, well, I know Tom looked really good. I think his second fight looked really good.
Yeah.
And then he got the stoppage, didn't he? I know the stoppage was a big relief. But yeah, so far, I think this is the best I've seen him put his punches together. Doing some good work at the No Limits gym over there with Danny. Good stable, isn't it?
Steve Arkin in the corner, Tom's old Kirkdale coach.
Oh, beautiful right hand.
Backhand left uppercut, son.
See, just stepping out of range and just sliding out of range, wasn't he? Just trying to keep it at that arm's length. Got a pretty significant height and reach advantage over Ibrar Riyaz, and so far he's made it pay really well. That's a ring light exploding. Thought it was a sniper trying to take you out, Foz, after that attempted rundown of your card. God. You know, joys of a small. We're getting the ambulance crew aren't looking at a fighter who's been in entertaining the crowd. We're looking at the crowd because we're looking for some shattered glass which might have dropped on their heads. Luckily, I think no stitches so far. Nice little pivot there after right hand for the uppercut from McGuinness. Another round in the bump there for Tom McGuinness.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I think he struggles to give Ibrar anything.
Yeah.
He really is judging that distance perfectly, like you said earlier, John. When Ibrar does go to throw, Tom's quick enough on his feet to get out of range and then counter. It works every time he throws.
Natalie Farrell and Kimmy Russell on ring card duty as usual. Only come to see Foz.
I've only come to see them, if the truth be known.
Corners, 10
Legendary
seconds.
swordsman.
Liverpool Lothario.
Seconds out for the fourth and final round.
Like, as we said in the first round, it was a really good first round for McGuinness. Would he be able to keep it up? And so far, Tom has a really good sign for a young fighter, isn't he? He's not run out of ideas. He's not become one-paced. He's managed to fight in bursts. Really good so far tonight.
Yeah, and Foz said it earlier, he's got to keep busy after this and build on his performance. Get out as soon as he can again and keep improving.
I know Steve's got another show here in about 6 weeks' time, May the 12th. So hopefully, obviously hoping no damage to the hands tonight for Tom. He can get back out again on that and keep active, keep being busy, and ultimately get onto the next level sooner rather than later.
Can't help but benefit, can you, from being in that gym? Lots of 140-pounders in there. You got Farrell, you've got Mulcahy, you've got Luke Willis, who's unfortunately got a bit of a hand injury at the moment, and Tom McGuinness. For sparring's top level, isn't it? And it really does look like he's begun to benefit now.
You can even spar Jed Carroll in that gym. Because although Jed is doing lightweight at the moment, he can, you know, there's not that much difference in the weight, so.
Mouthpiece just getting replaced there for Tom McGuinness. Nice little left hook from Ibrar there. That's that feint. He feinted the jab and threw the left hook. Might have been something to work on a couple of rounds ago, that. But I think Ibrar decided to stay safe, didn't he, after that first round? Busy night for No Limits tonight. Few fighters in action. Looking forward to seeing Marcel Braithwaite. He's in his first fight, he's made his name with the Golden Gloves, didn't he? Turned over, but decided to a change of scenery. Might do him some good, and he's at No Limits now. But interesting to see how he looks.
It'll be like you've just said, John. That's the operative word for Marcel at the moment. Interesting. We've got to see whether whether going to No Limit has improved him in any way. And that's not to say that he was a bad fighter at Golden Gloves. It's to say that he said himself that he felt like he was going a little bit stale there, having been there since he was a baby, pretty much.
Just got a little bit ragged, hasn't it, the last minute? But McGuinness, safe as houses there, really good. Comfortable and very comfortable. A lot more comfortable than some people have with Riyaz.
Yeah. Yeah, he's usually quite tricky night's work for anyone, but Tom dealt with him well in there and got the job done, and he'll be happy with that and get out as soon as he can.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as both boxers are brought to the centre of the ring, a nice show of appreciation, please, from everybody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the super welterweight contest does go the distance, so therefore we ask our scoring referee, Darren Sargison, to decide the bout. He sees the contest at 40 points to 36 points in favour of our winner, still undefeated, from Liverpool, Tom McGuinness. What a Tom, what a Ladies and gentlemen, keep that round of applause going as well, please, for our gallant runner-up there, Ibrar Riyaz.